Now let's look into the three privilege of Westphalia, the three objective of Westphalia that leads the community into the modern international law. Number one, Peace of Westphalia, all the representative of state, some of them kings and all, semua bersetuju that all the people who are moving, alright, people moving ni bukan pindah, moving yang diangkut oleh Napoleon and all their kings, the soldiers, moving kerana they are refugees, moving kerana they are trying to save themselves from the war. All these people who are, alright, moving around, okay, and once they settle at a place during the time of Peace of Westphalia, alright, they are considered by the agreement of Peace of Westphalia as the population of that place. Kalau dulu kita benci sangat dengan Jews, now Jews dah ada dekat Great Lake, so by the time Peace of Westphalia is created and completed, they were there, so they will be considered as the permanent population of that place. Two, kebaikan dia apa? That ruling number one, the significance of Peace of Westphalia during the whole negotiation too, all the displaced people because of war, because of they are running for their life, because of whatever reason that moves them from their hometown into the new place that they are now lived, they become permanent people to that area. Alright? Okay, it ends the hatred feelings of these people, of the people who were involved in connection during the war. Alright? Kata dia, it ends that. Jadi kalau dulu you are an alien in that area, because of Peace of Westphalia Agreement number one, you now become the permanent people there. Jadi bila you permanent, what is the privilege that the nation state at that time gives you? Alright, what is the leader of that country allows you? They allows you to have your own practice of worshippers. Right, a religion. They allows you to have live in your accommodation in peace. Itu yang wujud perkataan quiet possession. Jadi you nak buat apa dekat rumah? You nak cat dia hijau, you nak buka langsir dia, alright, you nak buat besar kecil, as long as it doesn't encroach into another person territory or property, you can have that property that you are in. You coming in maybe because Napoleon bring you, or maybe because you were hiding in an empty place, and then you build a shed, and that shed now turns into a house. The house then you now, because of the law, the war have already ceased, you now build a mansion. Alright, you can do whatever you want in the place dengan kataan dia apa, quiet possession of your place, the place that you have been given a title permanent population. Nombor satu. Alright, nombor dua. Alright, okay, government has a duty now, administrator of the area. If you believe this group of people is your subject, rakyat you will have a duty now. The duty is imposed on the leadership. Dia tak panggil leader, dia panggil leadership. It's not one person anymore, tapi is a bunch of a group of people who governs the states, governs the nation. Alright, okay. So the creating of that body. Nombor dua ni apa tadi saya kata? Alright, nombor dua, they create, nombor satu permanent population, nombor dua, they create this body that is the administrator before, they now tinggi sikit darjat dia is to become the governors. When they are governors, now hari ni kita panggil government, right? They governors of government, they make law for you. Among the law that they make, they will always tax a little bit. Alright, ambil RM1 daripada seorang, so the government ada about RM1,000 if there's 1,000 of you. Duit tu dia gunakan untuk facilitate the needs of the government to strengthen the protection, harmony, security for you. Macam itulah. Alright, itu yang dia. Alright, the creation of a state, the creation of government. Alright, the creation of government. in the Peace of Westphalia. In the beginning, dia tak panggil creation of government. Dia panggil apa? Dia panggil governors. Creation of governors. Identifying who is the governors of your area. Alright. Number 3, dalam Peace of Westphalia, territory become important. So border become identified. In the beginning, you only use natural sahaja. Kat situ ada gunung, end of that gunung or beginning of the gunung, that's the end of my territory. Over there, there's a river. As long as the river flow, that is my territory. On this side of the river is my territory. That side of the river is your territory. All right. So they start identifying a territory. All right. Now, identifying territory, all right, goes with the rules that in order to acquire territory, all right, you cannot use war anymore. Alright, jadi kalau you nak, you either beli or you then ask the people to make you their, alright, to fall into your leadership or your territory. So bila territory, it encourage border to be built. Bila border to be built, alright, some skill called hydrography measure it. Alright, sebab tu long ago, the border from Malaysia and Thailand is represented by coordinates. Right, okay, bukan lepas tu on the map dia lukiskan the coordinates to transfer into the map, right? So every country will know their border. Border is no more understood by the nature, tapi border is now identified either by the measurement, either by the ancient natural law, either by coordinates. All right, okay, so you see state is being built slowly. All right, so that is the legacy of Peace of Westphalia. Number 1, create permanent population. Number 2, create the concept of governors or government. Number 3, create the importance or significance of border. Alright, jadi kalau you nak buat protection, you are responsible to bring in peace or harmony or protected only those people within your circle of territory. Okay, right. Sekejap, dia sikit ni. Tapi saya yang banyak cakap because I want to give the picture. Jadi this modern Peace of Westphalia ni, alright, lepas Peace of Westphalia, there are still some disrupt or distressed. Alright, then they meet again. Lepas tu they meet lagi. Congress of Vienna. Nampak tu kurun ke-18. Apa berlaku kurun ke-18 ni? Alright. Kurun ke-19 war, kurun ke-18 just before that technology of steel and aluminium. Technology of making guns. Dulu dia buat dengan kayu, sekarang dia buat besi. Alright. During that time, so they had to have a meeting again. This time look into the use of steel technology. Alright, ini bukan zaman besi, tapi ni adalah zaman technology. There are communication. So when you can communicate better, there are a lot of dispute. Dispute can be heard more, isn't it? Because telephone dah ada, kurun ke-18. Because plane dah ada, technology. Kapal dah pakai, bukan lagi kapal, pakai arang, tapi the kapal has used steam. Kapal is no more from kayu. Kapal made for the first kapal by the Bristol, University saya, Bristol in England. Dia dah buat kapal dengan besi. Dia buat jambatan dengan besi. So because of, alright, the revolution in technology, again people are, alright, so wanting technology, they to have a technology of the steel, you have to have the steel. So they start entering again, looking for land that have besi. Alright, okay. So at the end, the people in this time, all the leaders in the Europe, they meet in Vienna. Alright, the reason why they meet is again to cope with, alright, the changes of the need of the society. This time over here, another French Revolution. But this one is the one that at the end of the day, the heads of the bourgeoisie are all chopped. Alright. Okay, so you see over here, they start having framework. Jadi kalau in your country, you know more of the technology of operating the operate a telephone or engine. So in my country, there are less knowledge of doing that. So they hire, they start preparing so that the information will be shared, the information will be gathered, all right, and the technology will be enjoyed by all. So they start building in Congress of Vienna framework. Bila kita kata framework, it's more subtle. So now they build the concert of, alright, Europe. Concert dekat sini bukan nyanyi. The concert of Europe. Because before this, in England, they already have Magna Carta. Alright. Okay, in England pun things are accelerating so that it's not one person who becomes the a leader, but then it's a group of thoughts that dictate for the better or the harmony of the people. All right. So in Europe, they start creating this. Europe now see themselves no more as ideology, sociology, ideology in conflict. They see themselves as economists. What they want is not to brainwash you, but they want is for you to work so all of us can be rich. All right. So they are motivated by economics through the concept of Europe. Alright, tu dia jumpa kat mana? Vienna. So what is the important development during the Vienna? They start framing the whole institutional framework for not just one country but together. Besar lagi the Council of Europe pada waktu tu. Alright. They also adopted practice from other countries that are good. Tu dulu tak pernah adopt siapa-siapa, buat sendiri. Dekat sini they adopt. Dulu they inherit the law from the ancient ruling, tapi dekat sini they adopt. Meaning that apa yang dia adopt? Dia adopt what the British practice. Alright, the church become number 2. Alright, the governors become number 1. So the power of the governors or the power of the state now lies with the governors. Right? Siapa dia governors? Ni lah yang jadi government. Alright? Okay. So to secure that the government it's not going to be one that is not favored by the public, buat election. Alright? Okay. So now, the habis 18 kurun ke 18, the technology was really shared by all over the world. 19, 12, 19, 13, orang semua kaya-kaya. Alright, in Malaysia, bapak saya just like other people play apa benda tu? Polo, alright, piano. You see the luxury of life absorbed into most part of the world. Alright, okay. Now, bila luxury absorb into most part of the world, right? Gold, silver, jewelry, gemstones, and all, they become important. Communication system become important, right? But again, sekali lagi, this important then ideology. Ni bukan prophet, ni bukan apa benda nabi, tapi orang nak influence orang. At this period of time, there are in the Tsar that have worked so hard to bring in harmony in Europe, to be the most admired during the Westphalia, Vienna Congress, participate in the concert or the Council of Europe. All right. Then Raja-Raja pula start looking into people like Rasputin, people like the psychiatrist, a new education, new field come around to facilitate the needs of the people or the needs of the governors. All right. Jadi, because the technology have excelled with this need to enhance your brain. All right. Okay, bukan body, bukan face, brain. Semua orang start tulis point, tulis buku psychiatrist, apa benda tu, flourish. All right. People start writing things to tell you these are the best way to live, these are the right way to do things. Right? Okay, now because of that, all right, they also realize that there are a massive part of the world, ni banyak sangat buat research, they identify the massive part of the world that is left not conquer, not venture, is the sea. All right. So when people start making law of the sea, tadi dah boleh build ship kan? So ship start coming in, going out. All right. Okay, control during the times of technology, and communication becomes very important. So wrong communication, it can affect the economy of the state. So the communication need to be controlled. To control communication is to control behavior of the people. To control behavior of the people, they need to understand or abide by certain ideology. So start datang World War I. During the peace mission,